What's up, Capricorn? Welcome to my channel. My name is Echo Moon. Today I am bringing to you your August love reading. I apologize that it came out late. Like, I was sick. I had to deal with my health. So I do apologize for that, but we are here now. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The messages are general. I'm just making sure I cover all my bases, right? So this is a general reading. So this can apply to singles and couples. So just take whatever scenario, situation, apply it to whatever scenario, situation that you're in. If it doesn't resonate, just leave it. Because if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But I have to say that because I don't split up the readings. So what I'm realizing is that I'm doing like two readings in one, so to speak, because it's like I address it from a couple's point of view and I address it from a single's point of view. So, the energies that come up could be your energies, it's vice versa. So it can go either way. It could be your energies, the other person's energies that you're dealing with, or the person that is coming towards you's energy. Okay? We will see. We are going to start off with the Oracle deck, and we are going to clarify it with the tarot cards. All right. So we're going to do your situation, the past influences, your focus, the advice, and the outcome. Let's get into it, Capricorn. Now, what I can say from your meditation, I don't know why my AC just went off. From your meditation, what I got, Capricorn, and this has been pretty much consistent throughout the year anyway, even before the YouTube channel. This is just what it is with the energies, the planetary alignments. We all know, or if you don't know, being a Capricorn, but you should know, right? Because it's a big deal. Saturn is home. So with that, we're stepping into our comfort zone. We, are stepping into our power. We know what we want. And it's the same thing with the meditation. It's kind of like, the confidence, I know what I want. I know, what I'm worth. I know my value. I know what I bring to the relationship. And it's kind of like if things aren't going in the direction that is in my best interest, then this is not for me. And that's for some of you guys who are in a relationship. It's kind of like, my way or the highway, but not really. It's not like that. Like, you're willing to work with the person, but it's more or less like, I compromise, and I'm here and I'm dependable and all of this other stuff. And it's just like, if it's not reciprocated, then this isn't working out for me. And Capricorns aren't risk takers, but some of you guys are going to take a risk when it comes to love. Some of you guys, what do I have here in my notes? Because I do take notes now that I meditate. I don't have the capacity in my memory to remember all 12 signs. Yeah. So you're going to take a risk that will pay off with someone. Someone is coming in for those of you who are walking out of a relationship or are not in a relationship. It's like you get clarity. It's like all the pieces are coming together. Yeah, I got that too. That card that just popped out was orphaned. I'm talking, so I wasn't gonna like let it flip out or put cards out yet. But anyway, I'm wrapped up with the meditation part of it. The meditation may apply to the reading, it may not. It may just resonate with you with that just alone. Let's see what happens, right? But yeah, clarity is coming to a lot of you guys. You're putting everything together and figuring it out. Like, if it's for you, if it's not for you, etc. Okay. All right then. Breathe. Ha. That's what everybody should be doing right now, is breathing, meditating, taking a time out. That's your current situation. Can you see that, right? Yeah, I know it looks a little weird from my angle, but that's your current situation, is breathe. With the planets that are in retrograde, I know Mercury just went direct, which was awesome. Like, I needed it to be, because out of all of the planets, besides Saturn being retrograde, which is about to go direct September 4th, I want to say, Saturn, Mars, and Mercury, like, I know Uranus and Neptune are retrograde, or is it Pluto? Don't quote me on that, all right? I'm not an astrologer, studying it, but I'm not there yet. But you know, it just, that energy, the energies have been off to the point where all you really should be doing is meditating and not really doing too much as far as taking action during this time, especially with Mars being in retrograde. There's been a lot of confusion, a lot of aggression, unnecessarily aggression, passive aggression. And like my Pisces is in Mars, so like I'm already passive aggressive anyway. Pisces full moon is tomorrow, but yeah, you know, like, anyway. So breathe is in your current position, so a lot of you guys are just chilling out, you know, going with the flow, you know, taking some time out for yourself, getting some R&R, some much needed R&R. For your past influences, Capricorn, Treasure Island. Everybody keeps getting this card. That is a nice card to have. Past influence is manifestation. In the past, you put out in the universe what it is that you want when it comes to love. And at this point, you're just waiting for it. At this point, it's just a matter of it coming to you. And that's why it's like you're willing to take the risk, because you're confident in what is about to come. Regardless of what people say about Capricorns being like hard exterior and everything, we're really hopeless romantics at the end of it. Like, I'm a Capricorn sun and I'm a Capricorn rising. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart, and Jupiter. Yeah, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Anyway, yeah, we're hopeless romantics. When it comes to love, we are hopeless romantics. We always believe that there's somebody out there for us, even if it's not the person that we dealt with or we're dealing with, okay? So in the past, you put out there what you actually wanted from your relationship, or what it is that you want out of a relationship, okay? All right, let's slow down. Your focus is a leg up. So your focus is being a little vulnerable, you know, not doing everything by yourself, being able to, you know, let down that barrier and feeling like it's okay to ask for help, because it is. You know, sometimes that can be a detriment where, you know, you feel like you can do everything on your own and people don't feel needed. And when it comes to love, and this is what I had to learn myself, when it comes to love, because this has been like a lifelong lesson for me in my love life, but when it comes to love, it's like you have to realize that people need to feel needed, you know? And if they don't feel needed, then they're going to find that elsewhere, or they're going to distance themselves from you. You know, they're going to basically, you know, come out with, I don't get you, or I don't understand you. You know, it's like, I feel like Capricorns are a very misunderstood sign. And that's because we try not to show our emotions, but we feel deeply and we just don't want to get hurt. So that can sometimes be a detriment. But your focus right now is to, you know, lean on somebody, you know, go to somebody for advice, ask a friend for help, you know, ask, you know, whoever it is you're dealing with, you know, being able to be codependent on one another in a good way, not in an unhealthy way, but in a good way. If you're not in a relationship, then your focus is to kind of, you know, soften up, so to speak. You know, you might not be hard, but in a way, it's kind of like soften up, be vulnerable. It's okay. It's nice. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air when you show vulnerability. It's uncomfortable, but you know, because it's not a common feeling, but at the same time, it is like a woo-saw moment. So in your advice position, you have why. So your advice is, okay, your advice is, you know, kind of like question why you want what it is when it comes to love. Like, what's the deep root of the matter? Why do I keep getting flippers? I got flippers, you guys. If you want to flip, we're going to take it. So why is what we have. So why it is that, what it is, why is it that I feel this way when it comes to this person? Why is it that I feel this way when it comes to my outlook on love? Why is it that, you know, it's kind of like question your feelings and go deep with it. You know, don't just say, oh, you know, it's because of X, Y, and Z. No, really look into it and look deeply, because with Saturn being here, you're going to have no other, there's no escape from it. You're going to be forced to really look at yourself, really evaluate yourself. You know, it's not an easy planet to have in your sign, but at the same time, you know, that's what makes you who you are. Disciplined, you know, determined, all of that good stuff, huh? All right, so anyway, we also have co-create. So your advice is to, you know, find inspiration when it comes to love. Find things that inspire you. If you have a question, then look for the inspiration in it. You know, be present. You know, don't focus on what's to come when it comes to your love life, or what happened when it comes to your love life. Just be in the present. Breathe. And this card right here is similar in a sense, because when you're meditating, you know, it's all about being present. You know, it's kind of like try to clear your mind, you know, even though that's harder. I mean, it's easier said than done, but you have to clear your mind. You have to be present. So in a sense, your advice is to stay in that energy, but get inspiration from it. You know, get inspiration from love. Get inspiration from, you know, relying on people, from what you're focusing on. You know, that'll answer your question as far as why. Just focus on the now. Don't focus on what's to come. Okay? Ooh. Thought that bent up my card. All right. Then your outcome is between worlds. I like that card too. So for some of you guys, you're leaving a relationship and you're going to be single, or you're going from one relationship to the other. This card is also representative that, you know, the outcome is going to be a change. It's kind of like you did the internal work, and from that, there's a change within you. You're going to start seeing things not just necessarily being black and white, but seeing that there's, even though this is not gray, but seeing that there's a gray, you know? Seeing that, you know, there's it doesn't necessarily have to be routine, and it doesn't have to necessarily be traditional. And that's the outcome. So it's kind of like all of these things are kind of like prepping you, preparing you for like the change, even though you guys are already going through a transition, I feel anyway, so far this year. And it's good, you know, it's a good transition. It's not easy, but it's what has to be done. But the outcome is the change is going to happen. And I feel like this is going to happen when Saturn goes back to being direct. Yeah. When Saturn goes back to being direct, that's when that's going to happen for some of you guys. All right, where am I at with time? I feel like I've been just... All right, let's get to it. Let's clarify with some tarot. All right. So, for breathe. Ace of Wands. Look at that. Beautiful deck. This is relatively new. Cards are a little flim-flam, so they're a little slippery. So I kind of got to get adjusted to it. Break them in, so to speak. So, Ace of Wands, new beginning, new passionate beginnings. You know, this is new love. This is a fresh outlook on love. This is beginning stages of something passionate that is coming to you, or if not, you are dealing with it, Capricorn. Some of you guys are, you know, getting that romance. And I like it. I was about to say something very perverted, but I'm going to keep it moving. So, Ace of Wands, beginnings, passionate, love, desire. Okay, all right. Well then, you just wanted to just plop down on my lap, and that's too many cards. And we're just going to reshuffle. Treasure Island is your past influence, manifesting love. Okay. We have Two of Wands, being confident in which direction you want to go in. And since this wanted to pop out too, we have the Devil, representative of you, Capricorn. So the Devil, in this sense, it's not it's not because it's your sign, it's your card, it's your archetype. It's not in the sense of, you know, oh, you have addictions and you were working through addictions. Maybe some of you guys have been, you know, that's, you know, your own situation. But in this sense, when it shows up here, this is more or less, again, like having that control over what it is that you want. Being in your element, you know, with the Devil card, it's all about control and restriction and, you know, toxicity and obsession, you know, but this is not bad when it comes to you, Capricorn, because this is, for the most part, a lot of your energy. It's not, doesn't necessarily mean that you have addictions and you're toxic or whatever, but that's pretty much what it is. Capricorns are disciplined. They have control over their emotions. They, you know, when they have somebody or they're in a relationship, they want a certain level of control within that relationship. That's confidence. Two of Wands is confidence. So it's basically manifesting, being confident in, like I said in the beginning, what it is that you actually want. Manifesting that new passionate love right there. Leg up. Being vulnerable, being able to ask for help is in your focus position. Page of Wands. Initiation. Initiating something that you're passionate about. Did something fall on me? No, no fallers. Initiating something that you're passionate about. You know, and being vulnerable. Being able to show that, you know, vulnerability, that desire, that passion, that curiosity. For some of you guys, it's kind of like, if I show, like, it's like you're curious, like, all right, well, what's going to be the outcome if I show that vulnerability? Because this is obviously initiation, you know, youthful energy, but this is also curiosity as well. Curiosity about things that inspire you, that you're creative about, curiosity about things that are creative, creation, inspiration, desire, passion, all of that stuff. So it's kind of like, well, if I do things this way, how is it going to work out for me in the end? That's where some of you guys' focus is. And do you see what I mean when I say slippery? It's not just my hands. Okay, so let's get one card for the advice, since we got 3 cards, oracle cards there already, okay? Six of Pentacles, generosity, being able to balance out in this case, balance out your feelings, you know, being able to, like, give, your advice is to give a part of yourself, show a part of yourself to someone, like, open up. I feel like Capricorns are already generous anyway. Some are selfish. But this is more or less like, you know, finding that balance, that reciprocity. Like, don't always feel like you have to give. Be open to receive as well. Why co-create here and now? Be open to receive. Focus is being open as well. Vulnerable, being open, same thing, synonymous if you ask me. All right, so, oh, that's beautiful. Between worlds, and the world card just flipped over. Between worlds, what do we have for a clarifier for between worlds? 6 of Wands. You are going to feel victorious in that change, Capricorn. You are going to get what it is that, you know, you're going to get that recognition when it comes to love. You're going to get what it is that you've been asking for, expecting. You know, you want something, you want that respect, you're going to receive it. You know, no more old ways of doing things. Now it's a new way of doing things, and you're victorious at it. You master it. Capricorn, I wish you many blessings. I feel like I've been talking forever, so I apologize if this has gone over. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you very much for your time and watching my video. I wish you many blessings and love and light. And I will catch you next time. Bye.